Hi again, everyone. Welcome to your daily tarot. And today we're going to get a message from Spirit to help you through your day and maybe give you a little more information about how you could approach your day or what you may expect in your day. So as usual, there are timestamps in the description. So if you have your own way of picking the card or the pile that resonates with you the most, either 1, 2, 3, or 4, you can go ahead, pick that, and click on the timestamp to take you right to your reading. If you would like to stay with me, I will take you through a quick little meditation practice to open your intuition and help you receive that message from Spirit in terms of which pile you should pick today. So we're going to start that right away. So as always, close your eyes. Take a big cleansing breath. Let it out slowly. As you're slowly letting your breath out, feel the warm water cascading down your body. You're in the most comfortable shower that you've ever been in. The water is just, it's so soft, it's so warm, and it's just running down your body. The steam, it flows everywhere. It's as if it's cleansing every part of you, inside and out. You turn off the shower, and you're looking to the glass door, and it's all steamed up. And you can see that someone was in there before you, and they wrote something on the glass with their finger. And the steam is starting to show what it is. It's a number, but you can't quite make it out. You close your eyes and you breathe right on that number. Open your eyes and there it is. That's the number that Spirit is telling you to pick today. So let's get started with deck number 1. What does deck or pile number 1 have for us today? So we start with the King of Pentacles. You have the Energy Oracle card of Attachment. And you have the Goddess Energy card of Aphrodite. Romantic love. All right, well, let's get started here. This is our King of Pentacles. And he is very solid in his foundation, as you can see. But let us read from the book to see exactly how the artist interprets this card. And you can see how it applies to your day or your life specifically. So for the King of Pentacles, he is an enterprising individual, a man possessing multifarious talents. He has the golden touch of Midas, gilding everything around him with a sumptuous gleam. So this is a masculine figure, and usually very, very good in what they do in terms of business, creating wealth and foundation, as well as a foundation in the home. A very strong individual. They may sometimes isolate themselves a little bit, but that's just because they do take on so much and hold so much responsibility that they do need at different times in their lives just to kind of pull away from everyone and have some them time. So this is a really good energy, and this is also a very trustful individual to have in your life. So the King of Pentacles is showing up today for you. Now it's interesting that the King of Pentacles is such a strong, healthy sort of card or relationship, yet this Oracle Energy card is attachment. And with this card, you can kind of get the message in the picture here. She's looking at this mask that she holds of herself. Perhaps she was wearing it before, or perhaps it's how she would like to see herself, or she's imagining that this could be her, but yet she's chained herself to these ideas or these fantasies, and it's all very whimsical and sort of, I guess it looks like it floats in and it floats out. So this is sort of about having an attachment to a fantasy or a vision of yourself, or maybe even people around you, that's not necessarily accurate. So you're not, in a true sense, I guess, creating the world that you really want. You're sort of attached to false ideas about yourself. So we're going to explore this a little bit more. So it seems like there's some really strong energy with you, and this is how your underlying, or at least the universe is asking you to think about what it is that you've been focusing on or imagining about. So you have Aphrodite, romantic love. So this is really telling you that there is a very strong love, true love, universal love all around you at any time. And you really need to open up to this. It's right there. You just sort of, in a sense, have to discard these false attachments that you may have created for yourself, so that you can open up and realize the true love that's around you. And perhaps this is who this is, this King of Pentacles in your life, who's trying to speak out to you, but it's not being received because you're sort of trapped in this whimsical imaginary state right now. So yeah, so that's something to sort of think about and take with you on your day and see how that feels. Okay, so that was number 1. Please leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what you thought of that. And now we will do number 2. So for those of you that picked pile number 2, let's see what we have here. Oh, nice. We have the World. Blossoming Abundance. Wow, those 2 cards go really well together. And Iris, communication. Okay, so the World really symbolizes great abundance, great achievement, a wholeness, even balance throughout your life. This is sort of the attainment of everything that you've worked for and wished for and dreamt of for yourself. Now let's see what the artist's book says on her World card here. So the World, satisfaction and peace of mind, a successful conclusion and the end is in sight, achieving balance, melding and blending to bring together in unison the multiple songs of life. The World is a card of realized goals and prosperity. It is a state of completion. So if you have been working very hard, very diligently towards something, it is coming to an end and your fruitions will be met. And they will be met with total abundance. So this card, which is your Oracle Energy card, it really signifies blossoming abundance. Now there's another card that's similar to this in the deck, which is the Cornucopia, and that is abundance in everything. This one is a little bit more about financial abundance, this blossoming abundance. So it usually speaks about working very hard towards something, sowing those seeds so that they will grow, and now you're getting that. You're able to harvest what you've planted, and that's what's coming for you. So whatever you've been working on, it may be a personal situation, but I'm feeling a little bit more like for most of you, it will be something work-related, career-related. And it could even be, sometimes this card could also mean like a surprise windfall. You may be getting a large amount of money that you did not expect to receive. So that's also some good karmic energy if you've been working very hard in this state. And Iris, number 22, is communication. This is a really good energy to have with you, or goddess energy to have with you right now. So communication is meaning that whether it is the written word, the spoken word, your physical body language, you are on top of that right now, and everyone is listening. So this is your opportunity. If you've wanted to be heard about something, if you've wanted to express something, maybe you've wanted to write a book, or you've wanted to start a blog, or do something in social media. This is your time because your communication is flowing really, really well right now. And this is your time. So these are, all three of these are really great cards to have. So you guys are gonna have an awesome day. And please leave me a comment. Let me know how good that day turned out. And if something didn't turn out well, please leave me a comment, because I'm sure we could still find something positive in it and see how this is coming forward for you. So if you picked pile number 3, let's see what we have here. So for pile number 3, you have the 4 of Wands, the Yin and the Yang, number 22 again, we just had that, and a different card, and Epona, the Wise Leadership. She has come up quite a bit lately in the readings. So for the 5 of Wands, I'm going to let you look at this picture because I find there's an important message in this artwork. And you see all the foxes, the energy is sort of all over the place. Some of the foxes are going up, some of them are going to the right. The person in the picture is going to the left. Some have been stabbed by the wands. The communication is a little bit hard or harsh, or it is not working well. And let's read what the artist is telling us about this card she's created. The 4 of Wands. Oh, sorry, the 5 of Wands. That was completely different. The 5 of Wands. The world tosses dozens of obstacles in your path. When gathered together, these minor obstructions become overwhelming. Answer with renewed vigor. So I kind of feel like you have had a lot going on in terms of difficulty with communication, maybe relationships, in the home, outside of the home. It feels like it's just like, can I not get a break sort of energy right now? And do you see how you're moving towards getting that break? Everything is so intense right in here, and a lot of all of this energy, this negative energy is going this way. But this person is going this way. They're finding their way out of that right now. They know they don't want to be in this space, and they're recreating really like a reality for themselves that does not include this. It's time to get out of this reality. And with your yin and your yang oracle energy card, that has a lot to do with that 5 of Wands that you're sitting in right now. So the yin and the yang is about energy coming in and energy going out. Accept and release, accept and release. So we're going to accept different energies throughout our lives, throughout even minutes and hours in one day, but we'll also be releasing other energies. So it's sort of the time to think about, what is it that I want to focus on? When an energy comes towards me, is that a good energy? Okay, it's good, it feels good, yeah, okay. I'm gonna keep that energy, I'm gonna accept that energy, I'm gonna let that come into my life. If it's a bad energy, does not feel good to you, then make that conscious decision to remove yourself from that energy, okay? Just as this person is here. And with Epona, the Wise Leadership, I feel that this card in this situation is speaking to you about being that leader for yourself. You need to recognize when it doesn't serve you well and move away from it. And that is a very powerful leadership. It's one thing to be able to be a leader to others. It can be even harder to be a leader to yourself. Do you not sometimes find that it's easier to speak up for your friends if you feel that somebody has done wrong for them? It's so much easier to speak up for others, or if you want to tell someone how great someone is at doing something, it's always easier to do that than it is to toot your own horn. If you're in an interview and they say, well, what do you think your better qualities are? And you're like, well, you want to be humble, right? Which is good, but this is not the time for that. This is the time to really recognize what is good for you and what serves you for your higher purpose, okay? So that you can continue to move away from that energy. All right, guys, I hope that was helpful. Please leave me a comment. I love your little comments. Sometimes people just leave me little hearts too, which is nice, because I do feel like I'm sending the love out there. So it's always nice to get a little bit of love back. we're going to do number 4. And what do you have for number 4? Let's see. Oh, the moon. This is interesting because this is the second pile that had a card in it with someone holding a mask and looking at it. So I will explain this card in a minute. We'll read what it says in the book about the card, and I'll also kind of give you more insight. So the garden and the gate and the in-between. Ooh, this feels like a lot of transformation, and you're sort of in the middle of it. Okay, so the moon card, here, I'll hold it up for you again so you can look at it a little more closely. There it is. The moon. Fears and anxieties, believing illusions, experiencing distortion, chasing after fantasy, dreams and visions, disorientation. The moon is the realm beyond the known and comfortable and predictable. So this reminds me a little bit of pile number 1. If you were tossed up between pile number 1 and 4, you could probably get some good information out of pile 1 as well. So you could go back and read that or hear that reading. So taking that information that I just explained, and to me, how I also like to interpret the moon card in the tarot deck is showing it against the sun. So when we're out in the daylight and we're in the bright sun, everything is very clear. You're really seeing the reality around you the way it is. There's nothing really hidden. It's bright, it's focused. But then at nighttime, the moon comes out. And if you've ever walked through a forest during a full moon, you will really understand the difference between night and day. And that's what the moon and the sun card are like. So in the moonlight, shadows can be very long. They can look like totally different, that they can almost come alive. It can be very full of illusions. So this can be what might be going on with you right now. You're looking at this mask. Are you taking this mask off? Is this someone that you've been sort of presenting to the world to get through something? Or is this a mask of someone that you want to be? Are you looking into your future? But is this realistic? Is this something that would serve you? Because you're not really looking at this in proper light. You do have a lot of energy around you that's sort of helping you with your intuition, but you need to kind of look at that and think, is this something that really does serve me? Does it serve me for my greater purpose? So it can be a little bit about trying to get through illusions, and maybe illusions we create about ourselves or imagine about ourselves. So your energy oracle card is the garden and the gate. Now this young lady, this girl, she's in this very beautiful garden, and it really is. It's really full of bounty. Everything is growing so well. The butterflies are coming in, the birds live here, and the gate is locked, and she has the key. Now, she really has so much here, but yet, is she moving beyond what makes her, what she is comfortable with? Is she looking for her cheese? Now, if you've never read this book, it's a great book to read. I think everyone should read it, no matter what your tarot cards are for the day. It's called Who Moved My Cheese? It's a very short book. You'll probably finish it in about 10 minutes or less. And it has a lot to do with being in a comfortable place, but being afraid to move beyond that and to see what's out there. Because if you don't move beyond your comfort zone periodically, you're not going to grow. So there's no reason she can't come back through the gate again. But she probably should go out there and investigate what other possibilities are out there for her. She may find a garden that's even better than this garden. And maybe this is an internal conflict going on right now if you've got the moon card. So maybe these are internal things, like you really feel like, I feel like I'm in this good place, but I'm not really expanding, what I feel like intuitively or what serves me on a higher level. So try to reach for that and try to search for that. Because maybe you're in a position where, you know, maybe your house is paid for, you don't really have anything that you need to work very hard towards, everything is very comfortable. But what about your spiritual side? What about your soul side? Do you have time to really, maybe, I want to say, community service, or volunteering your time, or even just helping a friend, maybe reaching out to someone and just going beyond what you normally do and see what it brings to you. And this beautiful lady, this beautiful goddess, Hecate, is the in-between. So this sort of seems like this is where you're sitting. And the in-between is who you once were and who you are about to become. So you are floating in between that right now. And what might happen is periodically or certain days, you may sort of gravitate back to who you used to be. You know, that feels comfortable. You know, yeah, that's what I want to do today. That's who I want to be. That's how I want to think about things. And then maybe a day or two later, you're just like, I need to do or be something different. I need to feel things differently or experience things differently. That's that in between. So you are sort of at this point where, what are you going to do? Are you going to stay in the garden, or are you going to walk through the gate and see what's out there for you? Only you can make that choice. I would tell you what I would do. I would walk through the gate. I like looking for my cheese and going through gates. And you know what? Sometimes you may not find something that's better, but if you don't and you come back and you're like, my garden's amazing. So then you really realize how fortunate you are. But that is sort of, I think, a point that you guys are in for whatever it is in your life, because it can be very broad. This is just a general reading, a general card of the day. And yeah, so remove the illusions. Look at your life carefully, or your inner self, and figure out you're in the in-between. You're going to go back to who you were? Is that the best place to be for you right now? Or do you want to explore the new possibilities that are being offered for yourself? Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoy doing them. These are really fascinating. It's great to be able to do this with you. And thank you so much. And please leave a comment and like. Subscribe if you haven't, and hit the button and the little bell notification so you know when I've uploaded a new video. And we will see you guys soon, okay? Take care and have a wonderful day. Bye.